I'm here to put a stop to the draconiry. A lot of you earthlings out there are saying that Terence Crawford is pound for pound over Canelo, and that ends now. We'll go over their 5 most recent opponents and see who has fought tougher competition. Terence Crawford's last fight came in August 4th of 2024 against Israel Madrimov. Many boxing experts think Terence Crawford lost that fight. I myself thought Madrimov won. Now, Madrimov has won 1 world title in his entire career and has never defended it successfully once. He beat Magomedov for the vacant WBA champion, so he never even beat a world champion himself. July 29th, Terence Crawford beats Errol Spence in impressive fashion, earning the most impressive victory of his career. Errol Spence won 3 world titles at welterweight, defending those titles successfully 6 different occasions. Not diminishing Crawford's victory, however, Spence was in a near fatal accident a few years prior. December 10th, 2022, Terence Crawford fights David Avanesyan. David is a good fighter, winning titles in Europe. However, he has never won a major world title. November 20th, 2021, Terence Crawford stops Porter in an amazing fight. Sean Porter was a formidable opponent, capturing 2 world titles at welterweight, successfully defending them 4 times. November 14th, 2020, Terence Crawford stops the special kid, Kell Brook. Now, this was the end of Kell Brook's career after taking brutal losses. Nonetheless, he was the IBF world champion and successfully defended that title 3 times. So going back 5 fights for Terence Crawford brings you to November 14th of 2020 when he defeated the special kid, Kell Brook. So between Terence Crawford's last 5 opponents together, they've all won 7 world titles combined. Out of those 7 world titles, they've successfully defended those world titles 13 times combined. Going back 5 fights for Canelo brings us to September 14th of 2024. Canelo beats the candy out this Duvalin, Edgar Berlanga. He is an up-and-coming superstar, 21-year-old super middleweight, undefeated prior to his fight with Canelo. May 4th, Canelo fights Jaime Munguia, the WBO junior middleweight champion of the world. Jaime Munguia successfully defended his title 5 times prior to fighting Canelo. In my opinion, Jaime Munguia is a young, hungry, dedicated fighter that can beat anyone in the world. September 30th, 2023, Canelo defeats Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo is a great fighter. He's won 4 world titles unifying his division. Jermell Charlo has successfully defended his title 7 times. For his fight with Canelo, he made sure to have his running shoes on because he was in a track meet. Once he felt Canelo's power, he did not want to get KO'd, so he made sure to be on his bike the whole fight. May 6, 2023, Canelo fights John Ryder in one of his least memorable fights. In a fight that took place in Mexico, in Canelo's hometown of Guadalajara, he just fell short to knocking out John Ryder. John Ryder has never won a world title. He has contended for several, but has come up short every single time. Coming back to Canelo's 5th fight, September 17th, 2022, the trilogy with Triple G. Personally, Triple G is one of my all-time favorite fighters, and he was a menace during this era. This was, in my opinion, Canelo's clearest victory in all of the 3 fights. People were literally afraid to fight this man, so he was never able to unify his division, so he captured 3 of the 4 major world titles. Gennady Golovkin successfully defended his titles 21 times. So between Canelo's last 5 opponents, they've won 8 world titles, successfully defending those 8 world titles 33 times. Going back 5 fights for Terence Bud Crawford brings you to November 14th of 2020. Going back 5 fights for King Canelo brings you back to September 14th of 2022. Now, between those 2 dates there, Canelo has fought some impressive opposition. Canelo has fought Bivol, Caleb Plant, Billy Joe Saunders, Wildrum, and Callum Smith. Canelo is much more active than Crawford, and his competition has been slightly better, in my opinion, based on the facts that I presented today. The Canelo slander ends today. You call him king. El rey es uno. ¡Viva México! ¡Ah! Mexicanos a grito de guerra al son del rojo. Canelo should never be below Terence Crawford on anyone's pound-for-pound rankings, especially yours, ESPN. Get it right, you noobs.